International Federation all wrote about this, the plan, the Pentagon, how we'll finally, if they allow us to even live, we will be from birth to death in virtual reality sensory deprivation tanks with wires and chips in our brains, and our heat will be used to power things. Oh, the Matrix. And you find out that's their plan if they even decide to use us, is to put us in tanks. Go look it up. It's in my book, Descent into Tyranny. It's online. You can go pull up all that stuff. I mean, I just cannot believe it. And people will opt to be movie stars in the fantasy world and to be put into the tanks. And at first, just like they condition you, you'll have a simulation body that'll be biomechanical that you'll still be able to run around in the real world. But pretty soon, folks will just hang those up like an old pair of roller skates, and you'll just live in the tank. They made a Bruce Willis movie about that. God, they just throw it all in our face. All right, I'm going to go to John and Matt and Frank and Stefan and Kevin and everybody else here. You know, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, okay? It's all true. It's all happening. The government runs Al-Qaeda. They're putting cancer viruses in your vaccines, fluoride in your water to brain damage, your Harvard studies. And then I've got all their admissions where they, you know, write about in all these countless books like Ecoscience and others, why they're doing it so that you're more manageable. I mean, they're just murdered our brains already. So just whatever. Turn the world over to pure evil. Great. Because all these evil technocrats have little beards and are real skinny and talk real soft. Oh, hi, I'm Paul Ehrlichman. I'm John P. Holdren. Oh, hi, I'm Bill Gates. Oh, hi. You know, if we didn't give an old lady health care, we could hire 10 teachers, but that's a death panel. This is my disciplined act to make you not understand. I am a super mega alpha male psychopath, hardcore aggressive. I work about 16 hours a day flying all over in geoengineering, mapping how to poison your intestines with the vaccines and then have treatments for it, that bioweapons. You know, it's just all real funny. It's all real funny. It's all real NPR. Hi, we're not a threat. Here's a smart meter. Here's a phone for your kid. Here's a shot so you don't get sick. We really love you. Okay. When in truth, if you could hear them, it wouldn't even be intelligible. Their souls is just more like just screaming and nails on chalk. Just like a Tasmanian devil that wants to rip you and your family to pieces. Just, Earth is ours, murder, snuff films, mass extermination program, total power. But, oh, I'm liberal. Oh, it's for your own good. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. All they want's compliance. And as society degenerates, the police will be trained that if you don't comply immediately, you'll just be shot on the spot. And then more cops will get killed as the warrior instinct kicks in the public to see them as the enemy. And that'll further militarize the police. Then their numbers of dead will be so high, the robots will roll out. See, our pushing against the police is what will then incentivize and energize them in a laboratory war game to transfer them from peace officers to occupying technicians in the transition to the rise of the machines. And they'll never know what hit them either. They don't know why their kids are dying of cancer, or why their kids can't talk, or why their young wife's got cancer, or why their brother's got cancer. They don't know either. They're just like the public. They're just like babies. Babes to the slaughter like everybody else. They just don't know. It's just too much fun to be part of the system. The system knows how to archetypally program people in ancient human emotions. We're going to go to break, come back with your calls, and then I'll get to the police stuff and tie it into this incredible video These two stories tie together. Video, UFC star tased, arrested after asking cops for ID. Another one, black man who tortured and executed two white teens makes Black Lives Matter speech at sentencing. The family said, "We forgive you for killing our sons and torturing them to death." And then he just says, "Look, it's okay, I did it because there's a war on blacks." And this guy thinks he's good for doing it. Just like as the police commit crimes against the public more and more will see them as the enemy and then just randomly kill cops. It's the same thing. Some white person does something bad to you when you're black, so then a random white person needs to die. This is the mindless tribalism programming that's unfolding. By the way, at current sales rates, we will sell out of Ancient Defense by sometime next week. It's 25% off, one of the best herbal immunity boosters out there, and it is very well priced at $14.95, 2 ounces of it. That's over a month's supply. Everybody should be boosting their immunity right now, InfoWarsLife.com.
This hour of GCN brought to you by LeSig, the highest quality smokeless cigarettes, e-liquids, e-cig refills, car chargers, and starter kits. Kick some ash with LeSig. Call 870-525-1440 or visit LeSig.com.
Hi, Ted Anderson with Midas Resources. Is it time to convert paper 401ks and IRAs to solid gold and silver yet? Get our 10 Reasons book free. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Managing your business and customers isn't easy, huh? SnapForce customer relationship software may be just what you need. SnapForce CRM is a software solution that helps you manage everything important about your customers, from sales to marketing to service and support. All of your customer information is right there at your fingertips for easy access. It's time to take control of your business in a snap. Get your free trial at snapforce.com. That's SNAPFORCE.com. Snapforce.com.
Hi, folks. Alex Jones here with some important information. I want to tell you about Matt Redhawk and his team of patriots over at My Patriot Supply. Several years ago, Matt was sitting in his 2-bedroom apartment, frustrated with the direction this country was headed and the charlatans willing to sell us out for a quick buck. Deciding to take action, a company run by patriots for patriots was born. My Patriot Supply has never taken a loan or accepted outside funding. They now operate 2 distribution facilities and employ over 50 hardworking American men and women. It is rare to find companies who practice what they preach. And that's why I stock my pantry with high-quality storable foods from My Patriot Supply. Go to mypatriotsupply.com/Alex today for special offers on emergency food storage, or call their preparedness specialist at 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Do business with someone who shares your values. mypatriotsupply.com/Alex.
This is a serious topic for all men. Every single man listening may have a prostate problem if he lives long enough. That's right. All of us men may suffer from a prostate problem, like urinating more often, waking at night to urinate, or problems with intimacy. That's why every man needs to call for a free bottle of Super Beta Prostate, a non-prescription formula guaranteed to reduce the symptoms of your enlarged prostate. It's free. Pay only shipping and handling. Just call 1-800-964-7470. Prostate problems may not be an issue of if. They can be an issue of when. Super Beta Prostate's ingredient is clinically shown to reduce urges to urinate, reduce waking at night to go, and help improve intimacy. Call for your free bottle. Just call 1-800-964-7470. That's 1-800-964-7470. Call 1-800-964-7470.
Riders on the storm.
Riders on the storm.
Riders on the storm.
To this world we're born, and to this world we're thrown.
Into this house we're born.
And here's what I have to say on that front.
Into this world we're
People
thrown.
deserve at least to know their future is being controlled, their destiny is being destroyed, their free will is being annihilated, and at the end of the tunnel is death. Death of the species. Don't worry about yourself dying. What about your progeny? What about humanity itself? What about an elite that decided we're ugly and bad and that we're a scourge on the planet we've got to be gotten rid of? That's why they teach us that humans are bad all day and hurt the earth. It's so that we don't have our survival mechanism anymore. Here's some of what we're talking about. Project HoloLens, our exclusive hands-on with Microsoft's holographic goggles. Again, on a Wired magazine where everything around you is listed and named, everyone's house. As you drive down the street with these, this is where Bob Jones lives. This is where Tom Sanchez lives. This is where... And again, it's being deployed and used so they can surveil, and so you're now basically a bot for Microsoft or Google while you're out there. Google Glasses didn't take off because it makes people nauseated, so now they come out with this. And more young people say they want to live in a virtual reality. They see it as a success that they're doing well in their imaginary world. It's sick. Let's go to your phone calls. John in Wyoming, thanks for holding her on the air.
Good morning, Alex. Alex, here in Sheridan in north central Wyoming, several of us have been fighting this water fluoridation issue now for over 4 years. And we have these eugenicists who are running the show up here. The previous mayor, let's just call him Boss Hog, was the one promoting this. He was also the one who was fighting any attempt at us to have the state require food processors to label their foods, whether or not they're wholesome and natural versus genetically modified. And then when a state senator passed away of health causes, then this guy got himself appointed to the state Senate, and now he went up to one of the only 2 of 6 city council members who had voted against water fluoridation in December of 2010, and got him all of a sudden to vote for water fluoridation with the promise of he would be the next mayor, which he is now. So we've got a bunch of shysters up here who are forcing the people, despite the fact that in a small town of 17,500 people, we submitted petitions with over 2,000 signatures.
Yeah, well, what you want doesn't matter, see, because they're the boss. And, of course, you know what it is. Depending on the size of your town, I would imagine they're going to, and you probably have the answer to this, but Austin pays millions a year for its so-called fluoride from Florida that's actually hundreds of deadly chemicals, the leftover of phosphate mines. And so this would be toxic waste they'd have to store. They just come grease these politicians with campaign contributions. At the state level, maybe $10,000 or so on average. At the city level, less. And then they will do that and basically sell you out and then dump poison in your water. And this is authorized from the top. All the low-level folks do it for money because it's a hardcore adjuvant that accelerates all the other trace drugs they're putting in the water. And so that's what's going on.
Well, and not only that, Alex, but the fact is Sheridan is the only town in the state of Wyoming which actually adds fluoride to their drinking water.
Yeah, I see the headline out of the Sheridan Press. Will fluoride make history again in Sheridan?
Yeah, it'll make history all right because these bums are going to get thrown out.
Absolutely, but they'll get new bums. And again, and the essence is keep fighting. But they need to brain damage you and your family. They need a 7-fold increase in bone cancer from the fluoride. They want to hurt you and your family. These little nobodies, they're just getting 30 pieces of silver. But great points. Thank you so much, John. Matt, Frank, Stefan, Kevin, we're coming all to you straight ahead.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put 2 and 2 together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
When cells become toxic, they die early and aging sets in. No one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. Just one of the key compounds, BioPQQ, is backed by major clinical studies. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? We now have the synergistic solution. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139.